minim your assessment on Dr. Matopoku Prempeh. Me adeba kwa minim si bia or sesa narratives na anase ono so pese o chat a new part there. I don't know. The name say enkene eye the glorious opportunity for Dr. Napo to make amends, to appease to Ghanaian voters. And some hodwa Ghana for aka fa ne ho say o ya homaso onim kasa nanum kasa nyede enkene the best opportunity for him, but I think say we miss the opportunity. Even na Otumfoɔ so ono ana tete Dr. Matopoku Prempeh. Na de no tete se so ye ahomaso e ma Dr. Muhammad Bawumia en regret so nominate to nsema hudopi. De nti a meka se Dr. Matopoku Prempeh we miss opportunity. So we tie Dr. Matopoku Prempeh an address ne nsema o kan ye no. It's like Obaso by hype na nado dan Kwakufuado and the government. The government are Ghana for do no free some underperforming. Even Dr. Muhammad Bawumia today admitted said there's a lot of challenges. Bana kasa admitted said there's a lot of challenges no. Wo begina simpie so wo kire so do mo kan nya no korre de Kwakufuado kan say challenges nya no korre de Bawumia kan nya no korre na wo de wo kan say number 1 to the stand say we say Nanado performance better than Bambia Yam Fire Kwame Nkrumah. Mamo Ghana form Fire Kwame Nkrumah. As somebody, a vice presidential candidate, is telling us said the founder of this country, the president or the leader that led Ghana to gain our independence, Yam Fire Kwame Nkrumah. Enti onin samo kanyina nsama all candia pleasing MPP for. But not Ghanaians. Dum so ba ye Ghana for see a timetable. Ube di atem. Ya kan one MP. Ene what's a jina MP so I catch say there's no doom so there has never been any doom so under the MPP government. Another insult. Dr. Matopoku Prempeh. Me found to Professor Jena Opoku-Agyeman. When Professor Jena Opoku-Agyeman Jena SMP so wakasa. Ni nsema kan ye no se Ghana fo nyina yete. The challenges are Ghana ye wumu. How e be fa so solve problem. Ono so de opeso ye de boa Mahama the contribution e kon peso fa so Mahama asene na omotimi rescue Ghana e no kire ye. Dr. Matopoku Prempeh didn't say anything. Apart from say or hyping Nanado or hyping Bawumia. Asa. Now what justify say indeed we are arrogant. Yakaso be ahomaso no be oyam fum so kra na do ubia ka kire say de oyam fum so asimi de menyintum. Dr. Matopoku Prempeh telling us say Ghana for more custom can you do business say to the extent say binim kra business go no. There has never been any doom so under this MPP government. Meanwhile, at a point, President Akufo-Addo admitted that there has been doom so. This is Dr. Matopoku Prempeh. The inaugural speech. Anyway, this is what I think. Me ma dwen kire ni. Na me say wo so wa dwen kire. Wo de be ba bre no so me bia homa na to matima kire wa dwen. But enye no nko a. Ena wo hwe Asante Mantamu a wo hwe edom a na ejina ho no. Do na ekofo mo free other constituencies na edom nyina be go ho. I've seen a lot of videos where ebinum complaining, you promising say be mo musika, ya mo musika. All those videos ne be ye ho adwuma, but na they don't me pese mesa anwe agu na po ye garim. Ba se nkrofo nom do mo bae. Tunim say saban ba bam na say obon ho moden a. Event like this and MPP don't need to hire bus and bring people from even outside the constituency. Omo yes I event way. Because baby omo ye event NAPO constituency. Jubilee Park Kumasi NAPO constituency. Enti enkehu hia because MPP supporters and sympathizers what's our constituencies in pim over a number of nipa bit me occupy ho. But because of apathy, because of anger, and you have to still go all the way. We free a man share south. Ekotwem ewo my friend say is it a fija setre. Ofamwa kosi o ye offense north, offense south to offense north akomadan ko basim krofo na do maba. MPP strongholds. And Okra alone is telling you something. One of the journalists of Jina Simpio so Katache Kwame Fifa so President Kufuor Okra nya de Dr. Bawumia be ya de. So even on this same platform Wamujina Ekasa no. Almost 90% of the speakers in Jina admit say MPP you have not done well. But Dr. Machopoku Prempa and Crawford we are arrogant and ne come and make amends. The ye bibi mangana phone so oh a tro enya no kre you just vindicated obi bia or cast away arrogant. Doom so insult to none was about the more injury. Anyway, Tamala could take on this one.
Sammy, it's just unfortunate, sir. Whilst Ghanaians, you drink air, especially the floating voters, sir, you have a person of Bawumia. The question mark say one who say ono on can query. But me akofo bia at least you can blend the good and the bad now. Or the obi baye called NAPO. Look, NAPO is very, very arrogant. It's very disrespectful and very tribalistic. This is the man called NAPO. And I mean, can't show the reason why I say he's very, very tribalistic. Say, okay, this your friends saying Votarians MPs who were calling for sea defense. Keta. Napo can say the sea defense a share budget more. He's going to organize a demonstration against the government. On your tribalistic. Napo obey education minister. You go country and say, oh, some schools because of the intake no. Omo here a friend saying some toilet facilities in there can't count. Napo country omo say, say mofano. Excuse me, the greatest of sorry for this night. Ko toilet your friend rubber black mo no mfantuntin. This is a person who is called Napo. And a lot. They didn't Napo here. Even and there Napo you are going to be adored. Who in reaction no? All can't be said. This is the caliber of somebody who we want or MPP want to be our vice presidential candidate. Now, Samie, to be honest with you, look, MPP's choice is not NAPO. Assuming say MPP is doing well, they've performed in the Ashanti region, and they want say, oh, the best thing say ejuma ewo impuntu ejuma ewo across the system region. They will not go in for NAPO because MPP are so fixated. Say, almost here about 85% from the Ashanti enclave. No, so we the 85 now. That's all. No more winning election. But let me tell MPP for say. They are going to laugh at the wrong side of their mouth come 7th December 2024. Minya, okay, Napo can I say there's enough food under Nana Ado. And I feedi in Mofano Ewo school. Lapu, am I right? Okay.
I think Nana Bosukrama a teacher phone be crazy.
You see the mindset of Napo, how arrogant he is. Yawa memoir. And a President Nanado, call your friend say Ukraine, a war-torn country called Ukraine. Echo say Zelensky say Opanicho, or man grace, no by feeding in the Crawford. That was last 2 weeks or last 3 weeks. So what is he talking? He said there's enough food. If there's enough food, are we supposed to buy in tomatoes 1 for 5 cedis, another 3 for 10 cedis? It depends on the size of the tomato. Look, the arrogant nature of NAPO is just a legendary. Another one, no government has never worked than Nanado. Look, are you trying to tell us, say, Nanado is the best president ever in the history of this Ghana? Then excuse me, I am saying Napono, I am so you see different lens. The worst president ever in the history of Ghana, President Nanado Denko Akufo-Addo. And Debbie American, look, I'm so proud to tell President Nanado in his face, say, it's just unfortunate, and the biggest mistake Ghanaians say here and say, we gave him a second to rule us. He's the worst ever in the history of this country called Ghana. He's the worst president. Okay, or say, national identity card. No, Britain, Afena almost 30. I am saying NAPO sometimes. I am say this man has some challenge. Look, Hunto, let me tell you this article. I think it's here. These guys, they are just funny. Okay. It is, look, in 1939 and 1959, British had their first identity card system. And Google or see the compulsory issue of identity card was part of the terms of the National Registration Act 1939, a piece of wartime emergency legislation that received the royal assent on 5th September 1939. So Napono or look, another one. So Ugogula did. England had ID card. The Identity Card Act 2006, Section 15, was an act of the Parliament of the United Kingdom that was repealed in 2011. So what is he talking about? Say, Britain, they don't have a national identity card. He had it wrong. Or see, you share the drawing of Motia. Motia opese or can say yen hwe edwuma Nanado eyeye. Motia won say ni nan no enko ne nimo e won echi. Iti president Nanado no yenim say ye ko enim ana ye ba echi. That's the behavior of Motia. Into the Motia or can about President Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo and about me or lifestyle no. Because as a nation called Ghana, many way eti hano. Yenim say echna ye obi betima can't say Ghana ya ton ana ye toy. You don't know. Because they can do anything and everything. That's the nature of MPP. I say, if we are fools, now we are wise. And you are telling me, said this man can be a vice president. This man called NAPO can be a vice president. Look, we have two entities here. We have two personalities here. Matthew Opokum Prepe and Professor Jena Nopokwajiman. Look at the demeanor and the presentation of these two. As your vice president and that within yourself, who can you leave your children with? That's what Ghanaians will be thinking about. NAPO free Ashanti region and all free Mensha. It implies that the good people of Ashanti region are going to vote for NAPO Ana. Look, the good people of Ashanti region are very, very discerning. That's why I said they have a friend said loyalty to MPP. Obisa minga lakulaku. Say lakulaku. Ejuma ben na momo here e Ashanti region and am say a question of the man no more than rocket science calculation. Onim who are best start and onim baby obe end. Lakulaku. Let me give you project of NDC within Ashanti region. So that next week say a bar, we will compare and contrast and tell me what you've done in the Ashanti region. NDC, me Kumasi KJT market, me Tafu market, Asawasi market, Atonso market, Sewa hospital, Afari military hospital, Formina hospital, Bekwa hospital, Asawase roads, me Swame roads, me Tafo roads, me Kenyasi road, high school Jansi to Ejinasi road, me Bomso to high school road, me Kote to Ayidrase to campus KUSD road, me Emina to Buedi road, me Apromase to Ejisu road, me Bonri Junction to Bonri road, me Aprede to Pakoso road, me Tenkun Beuru to Antwa road, me Bekwa town road, me New Edubiasi town road, me Bonfa Junction to Asiwa road, me Bekwa to me Kumewu to Drobonso road, me Tepa Manfo to Subreso to Fanti road, me Pakoso Community Day School, me Agric Zaman Community Day Schools, me say Banka Community Day School, me say Adobiura Community Day School, me Edujima Community Day School, me Drobonso Community Day School, me Bosumtri Oyoko Community Day School, me me Aswaso Official Community Day School, me Adanse Fumsu Community Day School, me Adanse Apeja Community Day School, me Tepa Manfo Community Day School, me Edra Community Day School, Kumewu Hospital Wall, Tepa Hospital Wall, Konongo Hospital Wall, Kumewu Water Supply, me Konongo Water Supply. You are just being asked. Mention even 10. And you know say a whole regional minister. And to me, mention 5 projects of the Ashanti region. How a former friend, a national coordinator, can answer that question. Say a whole minister, even a sitting MP, can't mention a signature project in Ashanti region. Question will demand on me answer. So that's where the problem is. Another one, me say this election, it's all bothered about the economy. Because that was what MPP trumpeted. Trumpeted the economy is very difficult. Economy say. Most say the record, but can say the record of the MPP can never be compared to that of NDC. Yes, he may be right. Because they are so corrupt to the extent say their record in corruption, we can't compare ourselves to them. Their record within the Galamsey enclave is so huge. Say we can't compare ourselves to them. In terms of how land are being sold to corners within MPP, they've done more than us. We can't compare ourselves to them. Say but in terms of how corrupt, very dubious contract given to friends associated with MPP, they are far ahead of us.
Okay.
Look,
wrap up on this one.
You gave him about 30 minutes.
We still have Mahama issue to discuss.
Okay. Look, last 4 years, 2020, 2016, Naponia about 85% ewo Kumasi. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2016 on 86.2%. 2020 it dropped to 84.72%. What shows say it will never drop again. It will drop and drop because look, say NDC for no say only the credible people will mount our polling stations. And others, that I'll never tell anybody now, is between NDC4. And one interesting thing, Sami, said President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo had the passion of saying, he's not going to hand over power and on the power echina. Look, I think Christian Council, Peace Council, Muslim imams, Chief Imam Office, Ahmadiyya, and a Catholic Bishop Conference, and the Orthodox churches in the Kano. They should just warn President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, because if the will of the people say you MPP, we don't like MPP, no. President Nana Addo had no right within the sleeves that a mandatory demand say he's not going to hand over power. Anytime President Akufo-Addo had that opportunity, they all can say he's not going to hand over power. Who is he talking to? He should not say the sovereign rule relies within the people who gave him that mandate.